most all the trains that are here came on their own power.
Oh, okay.
So, and if you wanted to rerun them, you'd have to be a boiler truck.
Yeah. Also, these buildings similar to
We cosmetically restore them to make them look like they did back when they were in operation. And this one we just completed about, we just painted it last May after about 12 years of refurbishment.
Wow.
So you got your firebox here, right? So inside there it's about 1200 degrees,
Wow.
if not maybe more. So the door wouldn't be open. We have it open so you can see inside.
Right.
In the very back of the firebox wall, you'll see what look like a bunch of holes. They're not holes. They're tubes of varying sizes from 1 inch to 2 inch that pull the hot air in from the firebox, circulate the boiler, heat the water, make the steam. Steam rises, we pressurize the steam. We use that steam, then we'll superheat that steam and send it into the cylinder bay. The cylinders are connected to the drive rods. The drive rods are connected to the drive wheels, which are the big wheels downstairs. Those big wheels downstairs are 78 inches high. I'm 76 inches tall. So they're 2 inches taller than me. And this train was built for speed. It's a passenger locomotive. We top out between 80 and 100 miles an hour.
Wow.
So once that pressure gets to the point where the train's operable, I would let the engineer know that the train's ready to operate. So then at this point over here, I control all the oil and the water behind you. I control getting that into the firebox and into the boiler. So that's my gas tank.
Wow.
20,000 gallons of water. This thing overheats, it's going to blow up. It's a bomb.
God.
It's going to blow up. And if it blows
So that
up,
would be the worst thing that you would have to shut down if it ran out of water and be stuck out in the middle of nowhere,
you
right?
wouldn't have an opportunity to shut it down.
Oh.
If you run out of water and it gets hot, you
That's
can't
it.
release enough pressure to not have it blow
That's
up.
it.
It's gonna go.
Oh,
So you either jump train and run like hell,
Yeah.
or if it blows up, the boiler's right here.
Yeah.
It starts right here. So if it blows up, that's a
Done
bad day.
Yeah,
But this
it is.
train, just so you know, in general, right? This train logged over 1.2 million miles of track time.
Wow.
0 incidents. So
That's
most of
good.
the time, if you have an issue with it blowing up, it's because somebody did something stupid.
Wow.
Like
attention.
they tried to get from one station to the next to make an extra buck, and they ran out of water.
So this is a very important part.
So very, very important.
The
A
So
lot of gauges.
this is how I control the water and the oil to get into the firebox. And my engineer over here, this is the brake for the locomotive itself. This is for the brakes for all the rolling stock behind me. Okay, so you can tell which of these handles is more shiny is this one, because when you stop a train, you want to drag it.
I see.
You don't want to stop it from the front, because if you stop it from
Yeah.
the front, then the cars start to push, push, push.
So,
And that power, when it gets to me, probably just shove the engine right off the track.
right.
So you drag it when you slow it down.
I see. That's
This
why
is
you're
the
here.
This is the reversing lever, so you push it forward a few notches to go forward. This is my gas pedal or the throttle, so when I release this, I pull this back, releases the steam. Steam goes in the cylinders, and then you repeat that process, first gear, second gear type thing, until you get up to full speed. All the time, the engineer and I are talking about making sure, because I'm making sure that I'm keeping 225 PSI. He's making sure that the train is moving forward, and we're in
So
constant
there's
communication.
two people all times.
Yeah, and whoever's in that chair is my best friend.
Yeah, that's right.
I love that person.
Yeah.
because-
Yeah.
And vice versa, because if something goes wrong,
Yeah.
we're both gone, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't care how well you get along outside of the train,
Yeah.
inside the train, you guys are in
Big
love.
brothers, yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
I mean, some people laugh when I say that, but I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
No, it's
I've been in a
critical.
working steam locomotive
Yeah.
on a crew, and your whole concept of these guys changes
Yeah.
when you're working as a crew. I mean, it's literally your
Yeah.
locked arms.
Yeah,
You're-
exactly.
It's fun.
You're all one body.
Yeah, so
You're
once
all
this
one.
is all set up and we're ready to go, these knobs up here, you don't really touch them. They're kind of, you're under the hood.
Oh, I
So when
see.
you start your car, do you check under the hood every time?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're a weirdo. No,
Right,
I mean,
right.
and there's okay if you do, but I'm just saying,
Those-
generally those are all preset.
I see.
So we adjust these from time to time, but I call them your under the hood. Most of the main things that you need are right in front of your face.
Exactly.
It's kind of
Okay,
like
right. Okay, you wouldn't know it, but that bell is 85 feet away from us.
Wow.
wow.
Feels like right here.
Okay. So once I ring the bell, then everybody in station knows that that train's getting ready to move. So now when you're going to move the train, you're going to engage the reversing gear, you're going to pull the throttle, you're going to superheat that steam, and as you do that, the train's going to get ready to start to move. But as you engage that, you're going to pull on this rope right here. Somebody, I can't reach it. Someone else can do it. I'll blow the whistle one time so that people know that you're getting ready to move. So pull it like you mean it.
Whoa!
Okay, one big blast. So now people know we're coming. That whistle right now is only at about 30% power.
I got you. See
At
the
full
line?
power, that's about a 5-mile whistle.
Wow.
We turn it down for the neighbors and
Yeah,
also just for the
exactly.
people that come, because at full power,
It's loud.
you know it. So
Yeah, we live across the street. We're here.
sure, I can hold that thing open for all
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
And just let
exactly.
it blast the whole time.
Wow,
if
yeah.
I wanted
Wow.
Get out of the way.
to. So
Awesome.
that's the general concept, and then you would just repeat that process, and I keep the pressure, and I use the water and keep moving the water, and
Awesome.
once that steam is out of the cylinder bay, then it goes from the cylinder bay into the smoke box and then out the smokestack. So that's my muffler, so the very front
Yeah.
that goes out.
Oh, this
So when it goes out of the smokestack, when you're leaving station, it's going to be nasty and dark and black and gray and sooty, right? Which I expect because I've been sitting. So what I would do is my firebox door is closed. I would take that scoop and I would scoop it full of sand, and I'd hold that scoop right in front of this hole.
It sucks
Natural
it in.
draft of the system is going to pull the sand into the system and run it through the flue tubes and into the smoke box and out the smokestack.
Wow.
So the sand is acting like a pipe cleaner, so it
Nice.
should hopefully get a lot of the soot and stuff out of the pipes, run it through the system and blast it out.
Like
You
a
don't ever do that in
sandblast-
station
kinda
for two reasons.
sandblasting it.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, like a big pipe brush.
Yeah.
But you don't do that in station because number one, you know it's going to be dark and black. And number two, back in the day, people, when they rode the train, they were dressed to the nines, man.
Yeah, yeah,
They
they
came
were dressed up.
decked out.
You
They
know
were
what I mean?
like best Sundays, man, when I'm riding
Yeah.
the train. So if I do that in station and I blow all that sand and soot out all at the station, we just lost a bunch of customers because they're going to be a
They're
little
gonna
upset.
get the thing on it. So if you got the thing on it, when it got damaged.
Which one is it?
Let's look at it now, right? See the one on the end.
Oh, this is where they put the horses. This is where they put the horses at.
This is where you. I don't know about that. What did you do? You went to
This is the one he was talking about. Remember we were gonna get a train
Yeah,
on our
Mommy.
property?
Yeah.
And it was one of
It was-
these.
This one's huge.
Just the two of you joining us today? All right.
He's right. So wow.
Yeah.
We looked at an old one of these because we had some property up in Pioneer
Oh,
Town.
sure.
There was some place in San Bernardino we went and they had old trains and we wanted to get one and it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like this with rooms and
Yes,
everything.
absolutely. Yeah, there's not many of them left out there, so if you can find one, at least in good shape,
Yeah.
it's worthwhile. But yeah, so this is a 1932 built Pullman car, retrofitted in 1935 to have a lot of, at the time, modern conveniences, 110 power, air conditioning. The car has gone through many railroads in its life. It started out operating the Nickel Slate Railroad, which ran from St. Louis to New York City. It was sold off to private car service and ran out of Palisades here. And actually had some time in Mexico as well. The baby was taken down to Mexico on the private small basis back in RV. It was sold off.
This is pretty goddamn big.
Here they wanted to showcase the guests who were many times out-of-state travelers, the beauty of the state, the beauty of the land they were going through, and the same with the Santa Fe. They traveled a lot through the Southwest, so Native American culture was very big to the scenery throughout. So they depicted that on their dinnerware so that you would always feel very much engulfed in the theme of whatever land you were traveling through. And we've included a couple of menus from them as well to see the pricing again. But this is how you would see a typical dining setup if this was a full dining car.
And then this is the kitchen.
Women's restroom, but typically this would have been just the men's restroom. And the reason you can tell that is the slot in the wall there for the used razor blades. And that would have been an indication. I think it's straightforward if you look on that wall over there.
Oh, yeah.
So that would have been an indication that this was the male restroom. So what you've got in here is you've got a toilet behind the door, you've got a shower behind this door here, and then this is actually a multi-person unit. So you actually have someone who can be waiting in there. This is the main section of the car. So the way this section would work is you've got multiple berths in here, and you would have up to 8 people per section. So you've got 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 2, so 4 and 4 makes 8. And
then it has sleeper. The one we looked at had bed.
Top has all of the components kind of built into one, so it's got the ideas of a coach setup with the luxuries of a bedroom setup as well.
It folds down into bed.
So you can share it. You have to directionally share that. You've got heat that comes underneath. This is all steam heat in these cars. You've got the button here, and this was the key to the Pullman service, is that would call the porters, which were essentially an onboard butler service, what Pullman was world famous for, and that would provide you any level of service that you desired, be it food, drink, blankets, whatever you needed.
So these pull down like this?
Yep, exactly, yeah. There's a key here with a ratchet mechanism that allows this to come down, and that's another thing the porters would do for you, is they would make these up for night or day whenever it was time to either change over for sleep or for daytime travel. So it's luxury. You know, a lot of people just slept on a blanket. So having a somewhat squishy mattress.
And it has the springs underneath.
Yep, exactly.
Wow.
Another thing to note is that bed's only about 5'6". So people were just short back then.
Yeah,
And, you know, you'll see that a lot in older homes. Doorways are shorter. Everything, beds are shorter. They just were a lot shorter back then.
And the counters are lower.
Yeah.
We do cabinets. So.
Or water, as long as you have the supplies. So this is a water heater to heat the water in the car for the showers, as well as for any hot drinking water they needed. But it's all coal powered, so the porters would also be stoking this, manning this, so they would have all the provisions of luxury travel, even when stationed. Here you've got things tucked away, extra blankets, towels, bedding obviously has to be stored in the. So it's a little more bare bones for the crew here, but basically.
These things are huge.
I'm 6'1".
Yeah, these are huge. Holy crap. Oh, this one's a little bit smaller.
This is where they put all the chart.
Dangerous, huh?
Yeah, you can.
What is this one all about? This one looks like it holds prisoners or something in here.
No, just it's a passenger train. It's got a wood stove.
These seats are weird.
Super old. This is like really old.
These ones are from 1954 or more now. Oh, you got here in 54. These got here before Daddy was born 4 years before.
So, it's been here since 1954. It's 1840.
Yeah, you can see how old it is. You can see the wood deteriorating.
Yeah, one of the first trains.
This is, yeah.
Look at these boilers. Look at the rivets, how old they are.
Yeah, this is ancient. This is probably worth like tons.
You have to admit that it's a beautiful day too.
It shows you on the pictures.
On the rain.
It shows you how the pistons work.
Look at the front. I just stained that box.
Close-up of pistons and drive shafts.
Look at Mama the line.
The wood is in good condition up here. I see a little bit of mold. This one's way different.
It's old.
This one has like
1871.
this one just has one brake, and that's about it. So they can only stop it. It looks like.
Does it like that from the outside too? Okay, this is a caboose.
This is something.
It's not a chant one.
Wow.
You didn't see anything yet?
Why are these so high?
So you can sit.
I don't need to sit.
They had storage under here. At least this is storage. Or something.
I'm surprised. They have it this high, so they have storage down here.
Oh, this is so you can see over the train.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so does it like?
Over the train. So the hall was on. Go climbing on top.
Oh,
Over here, get the wood stove. Nico.
first aid kit. That's an old first aid kit.
Over here. The wood stove.
What kind of cart was this?
They put wood in there and they cooked there.
This was probably one of the ones that went in the very back.
Passenger.
So they can see, they come up here, you see up here? They come up here and they look above the train. They can see all the way to the locomotive. They could be a mile down. I learned that from Howard Hauser, which came in here in this part many years back.
This is where they get their water. This is where they wash their
This is an
hands.
odd
They
train.
cook right there.
They have
A wood stove. That's a nice wood stove.
a water thing, whatever that is, or is that a sink?
This is a sink to wash your hands, and
Keep
then
the water
right there is their water, drinking water. And this is how they used to drink. They didn't notice they didn't care about germs back then.
Yeah, no, of course. And they have like a filing desk over here for some reason. I don't know why they have a bed over here for some reason.
It could have been like a family traveled in this, 2 families.
They made a lot of really odd cars for people
Well,
to stay
this was
in.
back in the days after the wagons. Back in the days, they used to travel in wagons before cars.
Yeah, I know, but I just find it strange of how they have everything laid out. Oh, thank you for that. So it's raining really hard as I'm. Oh, okay, I need to rush up there. It's Jesus, scared the shite out of me. Oh shoot, are those bricks in there? Or is that wood? Those are bricks. Yeah, those are bricks. That's cool. Same kind of layout. Oh gosh. This one's running. I think.
Feel free, or like you stand like right about here, and you're set.
You're set. Look at the piston. Look at these pistons. Piston.
Jeez.
Usually have the air conditioning on at this time of the year. Strange.
I didn't.
That red one too.
That's cool.